do some math. Okay, page 14, and here we go. First problem here, we just have an addition problem, and it is a longer problem, but don't let that fool you or scare you, because we can break these up here. So let's start here the far right. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 3 is 7. And we're going to follow that process for the other two columns here. 5 plus 4 is 9, and 9 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 4 plus 2 is, let's start that again. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 7 plus 2 is 9. There we go. 947. Number 2. It's another pretty straightforward addition problem. 4 plus 6 is 10. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. And 9 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. 9 plus 1 is 10. And 10 plus 2 is 12. Remember the comma there. 1,220. So I'll write it one more time over here. A little bit nicer. 1,220. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky of a problem. But let's take a look at this and see if we can figure it out. If you multiply me by 2, you get 10. What number am I? So one thing that's interesting about this is even though it says multiply, we can actually solve this through division. And although we really haven't done much division, that's okay. So think of it like this. If you were to look at your math table here, and you go, okay, if you multiply me by 2, so times 2, that lets you know we're in this column right here. You get 10. So then you look down and you go, okay, what times 2 gives me 10? That would be 5. So there's our answer. What number am I? 5. Great. Okay, so here's a fun one. How many sides does a triangle have? So anytime we see tri, that means 3. Think of it like this. A bicycle has 2 wheels, right? Binoculars have 2 lenses that you look through. A tricycle has 3 wheels. A tripod has 3 legs on it to hold up a camera or something. So when you see tri, that is 3. So how many sides does a triangle have? It has 3, right? A triangle. 1, 2, 3. There we go. If you divide me by 5, you get 9. What number am I? Okay, so this is another one of those tricky ones, and you see divide, and it can be a little scary, but that's okay. So what this is asking us is if you have 5 groups of 9, what is the number, right? So 5 groups of 9, or 9 groups of 5. What number am I? See, because that number divided by 5 will get you 9. So let's look here at our chart. So we know we're going to be in the 5 here, because it says if you divide me by 5, you will get 9. So what divided by 5 is 9 here? Well, 45 divided by 5 would be 9. So 5 times 9 is 45. So there we go. Okay, so number 6, a subtraction problem. This is a little bit slanted here. It's okay to just rewrite this if it gets a little confusing. So let's just rewrite this number here, 7,435 minus 4,752. Okay, let's do it. 5 minus 2 is 3. You cannot subtract 3 from 5, so we got to look to the neighbor and borrow. Can't subtract 4 from 7, so you have to look to the neighbor again and borrow. So now we can subtract 7 from 4, so the 7 becomes a 6. 4 becomes a 14. Now we can borrow from 14, so that becomes a 13. And here we go. Now we have 13 minus 5. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 13 minus 7 is 7. 12 is 6. Here is our comma. 6 minus 2 is 2. 2,683. Last one here. Jason scores 40 points in his first game. Excuse me. There we go. Jason scores 40 points in his first game and 26 points in his second game. How many fewer points did he score in his second game? Remember, let's underline the important things in this problem. 40 points, 26 points. How many fewer? This is already underlined from Mr. Kuntz here. Fewer is going to tell us it's going to be a subtraction problem, right? Because we're comparing the two. So how many fewer points did he score in the second game? So let's just write this up like a subtraction problem. 40 minus 26. I'm going to borrow. So the 4 becomes a 3. 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So he scored 14 fewer points the second game than the first game. That's a lot of points. Good job, Jason. All right, let's look at the next day here. 15. Circle the longer measure. 10 inches or 1 foot. So for that, you're going to have to know how many inches are in a foot. Also, you're going to have to know how many pints are in a quart. So you're going to have to look up and do some research there about how many pints are in a quart to do that one. Subtraction, addition, pretty straightforward. And then a few word problems. Brian has 3 pairs of shoes. How many shoes does Brian have? Big word in this, pairs. Brian has 3 pairs of shoes. How many are in a pair? Not the fruit, but in a pair of shoes. Carrie counted 23 birds, and Peter counted 15 birds. How many birds did they count all together? Once again, very important, all together. 15 trees were planted with 3 trees in each row. How many rows were there? You might even write it out here. Draw 15 trees in 3 rows if you need to figure that one out. We'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.